going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people still get their news from the mainstream media. They will tune in every night to watch Fox News, to watch CNN, MSNBC, to read the Washington Post or New York Times, and they think those are actual credible news sources. They think they're getting the best news, the most important news, covering the most important topics delivered by these talking heads in the mainstream media. And we all know that they couldn't be further from the truth. However, a lot of people are completely clueless about what's actually going on and the important topics that we now face in this country and around the world. If you watch CNN, you would think that the most important topics were the January 6th protests still yet years later. Those are the violent extremists. Those are the threat to your democracy. Those are the people you should worry about, and the mega Republicans, the far right extremists. And they will tell you that transgender is the word of the day, that it's such a threat that these people on the right don't want these transgenders to be able to go out in public and do rude, crude strip dances for children. They want to tell you that the people on the right are extremists because they don't want children 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old making decisions that's going to affect their life, having gender affirming surgeries. And they will tell you this stuff over and over again like that's the important topics. They will tell you how Ukraine is under attack, how Ukraine is completely innocent in all of this, how we have to support Ukraine, how now Russia, it was Russia bad, Russia's still bad, but now it's China bad also because they're pushing for a war later on down the line. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But these people that watch these mainstream news outlets don't have a clue what's actually going on. I have an uncle that he has to watch those mainstream media outlets all the time and believes what they're saying because he actually thinks that everything going on right now, anything negative, is still yet Donald Trump's fault. He still blames Donald Trump, despite the fact that Donald Trump isn't president anymore. Hasn't been for a couple of years. It's Joe Biden. However, he thinks Joe Biden is doing a great job, but anything bad is Donald Trump's fault, and that's because he watches the mainstream media. Now, you all know I'm not a big Trump worshiper. He has some good qualities, and he did some good things in there. He did some things I don't agree with also, but that's beside the point in this video. They don't talk about the fact that the dollar is inflating. If they do, they try to sugarcoat it to say it's like 3, 4, 5%, maybe it's transitory, it's nothing to worry about, when in reality we know that it's much more than that. We know it's going to get much, much worse. They don't talk about the dollar losing its world reserve currency status and what that means. They don't talk about lots of things, and they will tell you about the banking crisis that's going on right now and these bank failures. They will come on, the talking heads and the politicians, and they will tell you that everything is great. The banking system, the economy is strong, the dollar is strong, the banking system is secure. Jamie Dimon, he's the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, and he said that the banking system is sound. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. Keep faith in the banking system, it's all sound. And they've told us forever here that the economy is solid as a rock. The dollar is solid as a rock. The United States is secure. They will tell us that the border, our southern border, is secure. Nothing to worry about. And we all know better than that. You know, I've been sent videos of people that live on the border. They film themselves and sent to me. It's like a constant inflow of people. And that's going to get much, much worse now. And they're predicting up to like 10, 15, 20,000 people every single day coming across the border. And the videos I saw were like 90% male. So you explain that to me. How is the border secure when it's wide open? How is the dollar strong when it's losing to inflation? And the BRICS nations are dumping the dollar's world reserve currency. How Saudi Arabia is selling their oil, which the dollar was tied to, and the United States military might to protect Saudi Arabia. They are selling it with another currencies. They're pretty much telling the United States. Even our allies are telling the United States. They don't care about the United States any longer. They're going with the BRICS nation. It's all by design. It's all part of the Great Reset. And in my opinion, this is the controversial part I talked about in the community post yesterday. In my opinion, the economy is being crashed on purpose. That's why they're spending so much. That's why they're doing the policies that they're doing, because they're crashing it on purpose. Because they want to bring in the central bank digital currencies and universal basic income. They want to bring in socialism in their control structure. They want to crash the dollar on purpose. It's a slow collapse because they want to do it slowly to keep people from panicking. So they'll tell you everything is okay, everything is all right for as long as possible, so they can keep you in the system as long as possible until they transfer everything over and get everything working. But the dollar's crashing on purpose, the economy's crashing on purpose, the banks are crashing on purpose, and JP Morgan Chase is swallowing everything up to centralize everything. And it's all, like I said, a planned demolition of the American empire. And they are doing this so they can bring in that central bank digital currencies and that universal basic income and a social credit score system. It's all a plan. It's the Great Reset. Also, you can see they're talking about war with China now, and this is even more controversial. So let me know what you think in the comments below about this idea. They're talking more and more about war with China. They keep pushing towards that direction. They're already coming out and saying war with China by 2027, I think it is, and they're gearing up. So they're putting money into the military-industrial complex because they're saying that war with China is a certainty and that it's coming. It could be sooner, it could be later. However, I don't think it's going to be any later because they're gearing up for all this, and it's all got to be done by 2030. So 2027 could be a good date, and it could be accurate. But I think the war with China and all the China bad propaganda, China isn't good. I'm not saying that no government's good, including ours. But that is to get everyone behind this war, to back this war when they go to war. And I think that it's all being planned on both sides and by the globalists to bring in this total military police state, this one world global government system. You know, if you have the United States has a limited nuclear exchange, and you know, if 4 or 5 nuclear bombs back and forth, is it going to completely destroy the planet? And they don't care, you know, if they kill a few million people. They actually want to lower down the population. They've come out and said that, the globalist has. In all their literature and things, they come out and say they want to lower the population, said it's too many people, so they want to lower the population down, I think, 90%. So they don't care if a few nukes fly back and forth to kill, you know, a few million people. However, when those nukes fly back and forth, they will come out and offer us a solution. They say, we can't have this. This is mutual destruction. We're going to destroy the world. So we have to have this new political system. We have to globalize everything. We have to have this new global government. And they will sign peace treaties and everything, and our sovereignty will be gone. National sovereignty will be gone. Everything will be with the council. And all decisions are made by the council. We can have, you know, Chinese military, Chinese troops are on our soil, enforcing this globalist police state that they envision in this technocracy. And they'll already have the universal basic income in place. They'll already have the central bank digital currencies in place. They'll already have the social credit score system in place. And then they'll make this big agreement, like with the WHO health treaty, kind of the same thing. So if they have a major pandemic, people will be more likely to push and actually ask for that and support that. So if you have, you know, this limited nuclear exchange between the United States and China, North Korea could get involved too, Russia could get involved, some other countries get involved, and it lasts just a little while, and a few million dead, New York City might be flattened, and they come out and say, we can have this, we have to do something. And the only answer is global government. And the people will be like, well, it's not the answer. We can't have this. We're going to be destroyed. We have to stop this war. We already had New York City flattened out, a few million people dead on both sides. So we got to do something about this. So please, please, please do this global government and enslave the population. And I think that's what they're going to bring us about. We've heard about the Great Reset, and a lot of people say, and it's not going to happen. The people are going to give up their sovereignty. However, if there's nukes flying over, even if they're, you know, limited in number, and a few million people's dead, and the infrastructure is, people's going to be like, we got to have this, we got to stop this, we can't keep going like this, we have to have this treaty, and they'll be all for this. If you remember, it's what happened after 9/11, and I could get into a lot of things about 9/11. However, they knew that they needed something major, something that scared the American people into complying and supporting what they wanted. And they wanted the Patriot Act, they wanted the Defense Authorization Act. That's why the January 6th protesters are still in jail right now without a trial, because of NDAA, the Defense Authorization Act. That's put in place when George Bush was in office after 9/11. It also got people to back a war that they wanted in Iraq and Afghanistan. So people, they needed a disaster to get the people to support what they actually want. And you know, it may sound crazy to think they would actually shoot nukes off to get this, to meet their ends, to meet their goals of global world domination, but I don't think so. And I think that's the planned events that's going to happen to bring us into this New World Order, globalist, technocracy, Hunger Games type system. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, and also be sure to go to my Rumble channel, subscribe to that, and subscribe to my email newsletter list. That way, if I get taken down here on YouTube, I'll have some place else to go, and you all can follow me. If you're signed up to the newsletter, you know, I can send you an email to let you know where I'm at. But the Rumble channel and the email list, and I also have a backup YouTube channel called The View from Appalachia. Go sign up for that. I'll put links in the description box below to check all those out. Hope the video was helpful. Give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. The Creekmore out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.